Hey, how's it going, Steve? My name is Jack here with Mr. and Mrs. Leeds. I wanted to thank you for trying out the site Auditor. I hope you got some insight out of that. I wanted to follow up here and do a video analysis of the website you requested to provide some further insight as to what I can see as a search marketer, as well as what's potentially out there and how we would be able to help if we were to partner on this project together. Now, Steve, I don't know for sure if you are part of the team here at Oasis, or if maybe you're doing the marketing and SEO for them, or if just this was a random website that you wanted to check out for. But I'll just still go ahead and do it from the perspective as if you're doing the SEO, or we would kind of be doing the SEO for them, and just do it from that angle, all right? So without further ado, let me go ahead and get started. So Steve, the first thing I did was I actually pulled up the website here in a tool called Ahrefs. Ahrefs allows search marketers like myself to look at the metrics of a website and see what's been working out for that website. So what I can see right off the bat is it doesn't have a lot of referring domains or backlinks pointing to the website, and that is going to be an issue in terms of ranking you for the keywords we want to rank for, especially once we start into running into some competition for some of the harder keyword phrases we want to go after. Now, in case you didn't know what a backlink and referring domain is, it's basically any website out there in the internet that links back to your website via a hyperlink. And so what I mean by that is if there is a blog out there, for example, that's called the dayspablog.com, and they mention this website in a new blog post, and they say, hey, if you're looking for the best spa, I forgot where this is located in. I think it was in Minnesota, Charlottesville, Virginia. So if you're looking for the best day spa in Charlottesville, check out Oasis spacville.com. And if the person clicked on the link, it would take them straight to this website. And so Google actually tracks all these different links that are pointing back to your website, and they use that information to determine how authoritative your website is. And authority, in turn, plays a big role in the ranking factor and how highly you rank for the keywords you want to rank for and how quickly you rank for them. And so in Google's eyes, when you have a lot of these websites pointing back to your website, it tells Google that you're the kind of website that other websites like to talk about, and the kind of website that other websites like to refer their own visitors to, because you're basically like, hey, go check this website out, go check these people out, right? And so when you do these kinds of things, it's a big trust factor in Google's eyes, and it just helps in your ranking factors. And so what we need to do is we need to make sure that you have more referring domains, more backlinks than where we're at right now. We want to shoot for closer to about 200 to 400 referring domains on about 2,000 to 4,000 backlinks, and that's really going to help shape your website in terms of the authority and the trust, and really help you in ranking for all the keywords you want to go after. Because if you don't have the authority on your website, you're never going to rank for any keywords that have even a little bit of competition, because that's just how Google's algorithm works. So we need to make sure we watch out for that and capture more links. And this is absolutely something that we would be assisting you with. We would do outreach and that kind of thing to really build the authority, right? The organic keywords are the different kind of phrases in Google that you currently rank for, and the organic traffic is the estimated number of visitors that visit your website through Google organically. So let's take a look and see what kind of keywords that we currently rank for. So day spas, they actually rank for the third position. That's actually, I'm not sure if that's actually pulling out for the national keyword. Let's check this out. So obviously this is going to show places that are local to my area, but yeah, this isn't going to work because it's only pulling up for the most part just local areas. But it says you're holding the number 3rd spot. I wonder if maybe that's for the geolocation for that. Oasis spot, looks like you hold the number 8th spot. We definitely want to make sure you hold the number 1 spot because that's your brand name, right? So we can definitely assist you with that. And like I said, that's just one of those things where it has more difficulty, more competition, and you just don't have enough authority to compete and start outranking your competition. Oasis Day Spa, Charlottesville, number 1 spot. Great job there. Spa in Charlottesville, Virginia. This is absolutely something that we want to capture the number 1 spot. Spa, Charlottesville, another keyword that gets 200 searches. We want to have the number 1 spot for this as well. In terms of statistically, the number 1 spot captures about 40 to 50% of the search traffic. The 2nd spot goes down to like 30, 35, and then fourth spot goes out to like 20, 25, and just kind of trickles down on the first page, and rarely do people even get to the second page. And so the fact that you're even on the fifth spot for these kinds of phrases is going to affect the amount of traffic and the amount of visitors going to your website, and in turn the amount of sales and people that are actually going to check out the spot. And we need to make sure that you hold the #1 spot for these kinds of keywords, because that's really going to take you to the next level in terms of how much business you're bringing in. Charlottesville Day Spas, another good one to rank for. So it looks like you're currently ranking. So you are a player in the space, which is a fantastic news, because sometimes we have to work with new websites that don't have any links, that don't have any authority, that aren't established in the niche, and it's a lot harder for us to get you to the baseline of being a player in the space, as opposed to someone that's already in the space and really just taking them to the next level, because you can achieve a lot more in terms of the amount of visitors visiting your website and in a shorter amount of time frame than if we were to take on a fresh new website and take it to that baseline, because it just takes a lot longer and you're just going to see a lot less results in that situation. But like I said, this is great news because you're already on the first page for most of these keywords like couples massage, Oasis Day Spa, Day Spa Charlottesville, all these kind of phrases. You're holding you're on the first page. Now we just got to make sure that you start capturing the #1 spot for that. And a lot of that is going to come down to just us cleaning up the SEO portion of it, continuing to build the authority, and a few other things that I can see. One thing that I can see is, if you look down all the way down all these keywords, you'll notice that most of these keywords you're ranking for on your home page. So with the exception of something like here, spa packages, and this one right here, Oasis appointments. Most of these are you're ranking your home page for all these keywords. So if someone typed in Charlottesville VA spas, the person that holds the #4 spot is your website, and the website that's holding, and the web page that's holding that spot is actually your home page. And so what we need to do is we need to have a lot more content than we're at right now. The reason why that's so important is because in Google's eyes, the type of website that has a lot of content on their website is the kind of website that is usually probably authoritative, and the kind of website that people that visit that website like to check out, read, and stay and hang out. And so those are all ranking factors that affect your ranking positions, and it's just another one of those things where when you have more content, it helps in building the authority on your website, which helps with your rankings, right? And so we're sitting at about, I want to say about 300 to 500 words of overall text here. We want to shoot for about closer to 1,000, 1,500, 1,500 to even 2,000 words of content, because that's really going to show Google that you have an authoritative page, right? Because this is the page that's ranking so well, and you deserve to hold the higher spots because there's a lot of content that Google can read and people can read. Google can't read images because that algorithm can't recognize images yet. It will eventually, I'm sure, but not yet. But they can read content, and then using the content, they can hash out exactly what the overall website and the web page is about, as well as some of the keywords you want to capture. And what's great about having more content is we can start going after some of these keywords. So if we want to go after Day Spa Charlottesville, or let's see, couples massage Charlottesville VA, we're going to layer in some of these kinds of keywords and similar keywords. We're going to have like the words couples massage in Charlottesville, that kind of thing in your actual content. And then Google's going to be able to pick up those keywords and start giving you more credit for those keywords. And that's just really going to help you skyrocket in terms of some of the keywords you want to rank for as well. And in terms of your actual website, some of the other things I can see is this click to call right here is kind of hard to see. I would make it more front and center, so like call now, right here. The other thing I would do is, do you see this contact us page? You need to make sure that this is in the front page, right here on the side, in the front, wherever, because most people nowadays are on their smartphones when they're visiting websites, especially local businesses. They're just usually just out and about, and a lot of people aren't willing to actually dial the phone number, but a lot more people nowadays especially are more comfortable with entering their information and to get a reach back at a later time. So what I mean by that is, if you have like your name, email address. This is perfect. Maybe even a phone number that they don't have to put in, but they can if they want to. And then a message. Someone could say, "Hey, my wife and I, it's our anniversary at the beginning of next month. We're looking to know what prices and if we could come check it out." And then you could reach out back to them and be like, "Hey, we noticed congratulations on your anniversary. We absolutely do couples massages here. Here's some of our pricing, and then let us know if you have any other questions." And then that's just a great way to capture leads, right? And so, in terms of SEO, especially here at Mr. and Mrs. Leads, our goal isn't to just bring you traffic, right? Where our goal is to bring you targeted traffic that's actually going to convert into sales. Because there's no point in bringing you hundreds of thousands of traffic per month if none of them are actually looking for a day spa in the area. And so what we do is we do our keyword research to make sure that we target the keywords that are relevant to the services that you provide, as well as decent search volume and has low competition, so we can rank it quickly, and then rank it for those. And the other thing is we do is make sure that we convert those visitors a lot higher than when you're at before. And that's called conversion rate optimization in the online marketing space. But essentially what we do is if there's 100 visitors visiting your website and 5 of them sign up for your services, our goal is also to make sure that instead of 5 people signing up for your services, 10 people sign up for your services. And then that effectively doubles your revenue, right? Because we're going from 5 to 10% conversion rates. And that's essentially what we do. And having this kind of thing where we have like a clear contact us page on the home page is something that helps. The reason being is, let's say that there's 100 people that visit your website, and most of the time they're gonna go to that website through your homepage because that's where you're ranking most of your keywords, right? This is the homepage, 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 all the way down the line. And from there, if 100 people visit your website, only a certain percentage of them are actually going to end up hitting this contact us page. So people are very simple-minded, and so from a website perspective and from a conversion perspective, but the moment that they have to hit this contact us page, you've lost 70 out of 100 people that are going to actually go to this contact us page. And from out of those 30 people, maybe only 5 people might actually sign up. As opposed to if this contact us page was in the home page, all 100 of the people are going to see this contact us page, and instead of 5 people hitting your website, it'll be closer to like 15, 20 people that are actually signing up for the contact us page, right? And so that's the kind of thing that we know scientifically has increased. There's so many things in terms of conversion rate optimization. You'd be surprised even changing the color scheme. And sometimes not even the prettiest websites are the ones that convert the best. Some of the most oldest looking websites convert day in, day out, just because it seems more genuine, more authentic, things like that. And then there's some profession and niches like spas and like dentists and lawyers and that kind of thing, where you probably want to make sure it's a very professional looking website because that's going to help conversion rates, and you want to give the look and feel of someone that's very professional. And so that's the kind of thing that we could do. What we do is we work with you ongoing when we do SEO. So we don't just say, hey, for X amount of money, you get this, this, and this. If you want to get more, you got to pay us extra for these services. If you want to talk to us every month, then if you want to talk to us twice a month instead of once a month, then you also have to pay extra. It's like a very boxed package, right? Now, what we do instead here is when you're our client, we want to make sure that we provide you the best results, period. So we continue to look at your Google Analytics. We continue to monitor the traffic, see what kind of pages are getting hit, which pages are converting the best, and we continue to just continue to monitor and optimize your website as we go along, because that's what SEO is, right? SEO isn't just a one-off thing where we say, okay, we're going to do this, we're going to dump a bunch of links, whatever, and in 1 month, and then good luck to you, and that's it, right? It's an ongoing process, and we have to keep on working on it. And as we get to know your niche better, as we get to know your visitors better, we're only going to get better, and we're going to continue to hone the fine details so that we just bring you more business at the end of the day. So I'll wrap it up there. There's a lot of other ranking factors that I didn't talk about, like citations, keyword cannibalization, avoiding negative SEO elements, that kind of thing. But I don't want to make this video any longer than it is. Yeah, if you want to talk about it, I'm more than willing to talk about it. I love talking about this kind of thing. I can talk about it all day, right? Because this is what I do day in, day out. I'll leave my phone number at the bottom of the email. Otherwise, we can just kind of chat by email as well. All right, so appreciate it if you watched the video all the way through, Steve, and I hope you, at the very least, you got some insight, and I look forward to talking to you soon, all right? Thank you.